Man, what's good, YouTube? Today, I'm going to be talking about how I met my biological father. It's a crazy story, I ain't gonna lie. Where should I start? Alright, so basically, this happened probably 2-3 weeks ago. So basically, I was chilling, right? I was chilling in my bed. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Cause I've been staying up late. But it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm finna put the text messages on here. The little pic. I'm gonna show y'all. So basically I went on my phone and I seen this girl text me. And she was she texted me out of the blue, out of nowhere. She texted me, and I looked at it. She was like, "Hey, I gotta talk to you. I gotta talk to you about something important." I was like, "About what?" And then she was like, "Do you know who Francis is?" I was like, "Who's Francis? Who are you talking about, bro?" I don't know. Nobody named Francis. She was like, "He been trying to reach out to you." Mind you, I'm half asleep and I was just chilling, just looking at my phone. I'm half asleep. And she was like, "Yeah, he's been trying to contact you." I was like, "Who is this? What are you talking about?" And she said, "It's your biological father." This was my face. I was like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" All right. And then she was like, dang. She was like, "Yeah, he's been trying to contact you and so on." So I was like, "What he look like? Where the proof? What he look like? I don't even know what he look like." Whole time. She said, "Yeah, he out in Africa." Mind you, my mama told me he was from Africa, right? Every time I brought him up, when I was younger, I was 14. I probably stopped talking about it or bringing it up to her when I was 15, 16, right? And she was like, "Yeah, he live in Africa and he been trying to talk to you." I'm like, "All right, let me see a pic." I ain't never seen a pic of him before. Boom. She dropped a pic. Whole time I'm like, "Bro, what? This is my dad? This is my biological father?" Whole time I'm confused. I'm over here looking around, confused. My heart get to pumping on, bro. My heart get to pumping. I thought I was tripping for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. Then I was like, "Merch, this my father. This my biological father whole time?" I was confused. Then I text her. I was like, "Dang, I believe you now. No bull." Then she wanted to say something else crazy. Y'all not gonna believe what she said. She said, "Oh, and you have a sister." A sister? I said, "Merch, what you mean I got a sister?" I'm over here shocked, confused. I'm over here calling people. I thought I was tripping for a minute. I'm over here calling people. I told her, I said, "Let me see a pic of my sis." She was like, "All right, I got you. Send me the pic." I'm over here looking around. I'm looking around in my bed just bro, what's going on? She dropped the pic. I look at it. I'm over here comparing my pic, her pic. I'm trying to see if we look alike. Because I feel like I'm tripping. She was like, yeah, she live in Racine. That's not a far drive. I may go see her. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go see her. No bull. But I start calling people. I'm over here screen sharing on FaceTime. Like, am I tripping? Do we look alike? Do me and my biological father look alike? And I compare the faces. They like, bro, that's your biological father. I'm like, merch. I'm like, bro, what? This is crazy. Mind you, he live in Africa. And I'm in Milwaukee. Mind you. So I'm like, they like, what's it called? The girl that I texted told me, she was like, matter of fact, no, I texted, she gave me my sister's number. So I start texting my sister. And I'm like, dang, so we really brother and sister? She was like, yeah. I was like, how you know this? She was like, she knew it for a minute, but she never told me because I was too young to understand. She 22 years old right now. So when she was like 14, I was like 10. So she really couldn't have no contact with me. So I started texting. I said how I'm supposed to reach out to my biological father. She was like, he be on WhatsApp. Here's his number. So boom. I started texting him. Mind you, my heart racing, my heart pumping. This all going on in one night. One night, just news out of nowhere. I start texting him, and I was like, dang. So you my biological father whole time. Mind you, whole time I really think like my mama made it seem like seem like he left me. Like he found out she was having a kid and that he left me. Whole time that's what I'm thinking. Boom. So I texted him, I said, so what's going on? Why you ain't been in my life? Right? And he was like, it's not my fault. I said, what you mean it's not your fault? Cause I'm thinking he left me for real. Like I'm thinking like he left me. Whole time he over there in Africa, he sent me a voice message explaining everything. And I'm gonna try to see if I could play it for y'all. I'm gonna see if I could play it for y'all.
I got into trouble. I left the country. After leaving the country, I think mom got married to the police guy. And since then, and even before that, I've been trying to reach out to you. And at least at least, sorry man, I'm nervous. Like, at least I was there with you and for you when you were younger. But it's just that mommy completely blocked me out. I've tried to reach out to you. She blocked me from your Facebook account. She completely blocked me. Even your grandmother has heard about me. She completely blocked me and cut me out of your life.
For real. But yeah, he sent me that voice message. Y'all gonna hear everything that happened. He gonna explain everything. So I hear that voice message and I start getting mad. Like I started getting really mad. Like my mental was messed up. I was getting mad. And I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at my mom for what she did to me. Cause like it just felt like she betrayed me. This crazy story, I ain't gonna lie. I think she betrayed me for what she did. Cause she ain't never told me what happened. She ain't never told me the truth, right? So I get to talking to him more. And I was like, so dang, so you've been trying to reach out to me for like 10 years, 10, 13 years. You get to you actually finally talking to me, right? So I'm like, dang, this is crazy. I'm actually talking to my biological father, bro. Like, craziest story, bro. Like, I get on FaceTime with him that same exact night. Like, this is everything that I'm talking about happened same night, bro. The same night, bro. And I was like, dang, this is crazy. Like, for real. Then I start, I get on the phone with him. We start talking. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what we was talking about. No, this what happened. We was on the phone, we on FaceTime, and we looking at each other, like, in shock. Like, we both in shock, bro. Like, we just staring at each other like this. Just staring at each other. Like, we ain't saying nothing to each other for, like, a good 2 minutes, because we was just both in shock. Like, it was crazy. So I get to talking to him. We start talking, and we like, dang. We looking at our features. We looking at everything. Like, I'm gonna show y'all the pictures. I'm gonna drop the pictures down, no cap. But we get to we was just shocked, bro. Like, we ain't talk to each other at all. Like, this is crazy. Whole time I thought he did me wrong. No, that's not what it was. So then, next day, I say, I get on the phone, or when we on the phone, I tell him, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna go to sleep. I gotta get this off my mind. Boom. I wake up in the morning. My dad, my stepdad, but he really my dad, for real, like, for real. But he wake me up, and he was like, come fix this dresser upstairs real quick. So I get up. Whole time I'm mad. Like, I'm so mad, bro. I go upstairs. I start yelling everything. They was like, what's wrong with you? I couldn't even look my mama in the face. I was like, what's wrong with, they was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I was just giving them attitude, talk back. Then my dad get to getting mad. He was like, you're not finna disrespect me in this house, this and that. You're not finna disrespect me, and you're not finna argue with me or nothing. I'm finna kick you out. He was finna kick me out the house. Bro. I went down to my room, slammed the door. Mad. They banging on my door. Boom, 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 boom. He said, open the door. Open the door. I said, I wasn't saying nothing. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing. So then they was trying to open my door with a knife, I think. They was trying to open my door with something. Because all I heard was the little knob twisting and stuff. I'm like, bro. So then I go open the door. He said, what the hell is wrong with you? Acting like this in my house. I get to like, dang. Whole time they don't know what's going on in my head. Whole time they don't know what's going on in my head at all. Then boom. I go upstairs. I sit on the couch. He said, get out my house. I looked at him. I went to go sit on the couch right by the door. He was like, I sat there like this. I was like this whole time. Just looking. They was like, what's wrong with you? I said, I start crying. I start crying and everything. I start crying. I look at my mom. And I was like, so this whole time you ain't tell me that that my dad is in Africa and that you, bro, my head was messed up, bro. I was like, whole time you ain't tell me he was in Africa and you left him there and you ain't even let him talk to me or nothing. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I said, you know what I'm talking about. Like, she was trying to play dumb. Like I ain't know something. She was like, what's his name then? I said, Francis, that's his name. And this whole time you ain't telling me that was my biological father. And you know I've been trying to get that information. Boom. Once I said that, tears started flowing from her on bro. She was crying. Everything, because she knows she was wrong. Bro. So boom. I started crying. She started crying. And she was like, can you stop yelling at me and actually try to talk to me? I said, bro, no, you're weird. No, that shit weird, bro. So then I start, my dad told me, he was like, come on, let's go outside. Let's go outside and walk. We gotta walk and talk. He took me around the block. We start walking. My mom bawling because she knows she hurt me. It was terrible. So then I start walking around. I start telling my dad how I got a sister. I know my biological mom or my biological dad. And all of this happened in a night. Bro. So then we start walking. We was talking the whole time. I was crying to him, everything. Cause deep down, that hurt me, for real. So then we go back to the house. I'm not saying nothing else to my mom, nothing. And mind you, this hurt because me and my mom, we close, we super close. Like, when I tell y'all we like best friends for real, like that's my dog for real. We've been through a lot together. So to think that she would keep this a secret and not tell me, that really felt like betrayal. Because I feel like I needed to know that information for real. So then I get in the house. Me and my dad talking. I get on the phone with my brother. We start talking because almost the same thing happened to him. So he was telling me it's okay, it's good, everything gonna be all right, stuff like that. But I wasn't trying to hear none of that at that point. At that point in time, I wasn't trying to hear none of that because I just felt like what happened to me was wrong. Like, that's bogus, bro. Like, for real. Because that's something I really wanted to know. Like, I really wanted to know that. So then, whole time I stopped talking to my mom. Everything, bro. I get in the car, I go to the gym, and I try to hoop the pain away. That's therapy. So then, a couple days pass by. I go to work. I'm going to work. I can't even look my mama in the face no more, bro. Like, you know how that make me feel as a person? Couldn't even look her in the face. I would come back. All I was doing is going to work, coming back home, taking my shower, and going down to my room. Wasn't saying nothing to nobody except my stepdad, my dad. So, and then she started texting my phone. She texted my phone. She talking about something. I'm gonna put the pictures in here, but she was like, I didn't mean to hurt you, blah blah blah. I love you. I'm sorry for what I did, this and that. So fast forward, it's been a week. Fast forward. So after work, I get in the shower as the usual, go down to my room, chilling trying to get my mind off stuff. I'm on the game. I hear footsteps come down the stairs. Boom. Guess who walks in the room? My mom. She opened the door and she looks at me. She comes down and she sits next to me on my bed. I'm still not looking at her. I'm looking at my TV, playing the game. She was behind me. She was like right here behind me. So she's like, what do you think I could do to make this better? I said nothing. And then I said, you did what you did, and you can't take that time away that you took away from me and my pops. She get to crying. She was crying and everything. Then I was like, out of anger, I was like, it's gonna take a minute for me and you to get back how we was. Because right now, I'm not feeling it. And she was like, so you don't want to be close with me no more? And she started crying. And that broke my heart, I ain't gonna lie. Even though I was in a bogus situation, I felt bad because the love I got from my mom is unconditional. So it's like, when I heard her say, so you don't want to be close to me no more, and she started crying, that broke my heart. And I said it's gonna take a while. And she walked away. She walked upstairs to the room. Fast forward like an hour later. It's like probably like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I text her. I said, come downstairs real quick. She walks downstairs, and the look on her face just like, it just looked like all her emotions was just flooded out of her. All of it. Like, I don't know how to express, like, I don't know how to show it. But like, I know my mom. She never looked like this at all. Like, she looked like someone just died. Like, her face was just flushed. Like her whole face was flushed. Like, it was hard to see. She walks in the room, and she just starts crying again. And I open up my arms, even though it was hard for me to open up my arms, but I wanted to show my mama that I still, like, I'm gonna love her no matter what, bro. Like, I open my arms, and I hug her, and we hugging. Mind you, this whole time, I'm trying to keep my emotions in, because I don't like showing myself cry at all in front of nobody. I don't cry like that. So once we started hugging, I just broke down completely. I broke down, and we both started crying. We was crying, and then she I told her to her face, I was like, what you did hurt me. It really did. It hurt me bad. Like, it's messing up my mental. So I get to she gets to saying, like, I didn't mean to. It was bad. It was a bad decision on my part to not tell you who your biological father was and everything. But, like, you know, when you, like, bro, you know, like, when you crying and when you got so much going through your mind, you forget what happened. I know I'm not the only one who, and like you're mad and you forget what happened and like you black out and like you don't remember some of the stuff that happened. That's what happened to me right now, because I can't remember everything we said to each other that night. So I'm over here crying. I'm trying to explain this the best I can. And every time I think about it, like she's sitting next to me. Every time I think about it, I would just start crying. Like I couldn't stop crying. Like when I tell y'all all I was doing, bro, I was crying for at least 30 minutes straight, bro. On and off, on and off. And she was sitting right there. But me, I asked her. I turned around and I said, are you okay? I put my emotions to the side to see if she was okay, even though she was in the wrong. That's how y'all know I got a big heart for real. Because, like, most people not going to do that. I asked her if she was okay. She turned around and looked at me, and she was like, no, are you okay? Once she asked that, boom, start crying again. I couldn't stop, bro. Like, I couldn't at all. And then, boom, y'all won't guess who called my phone when all this happened. Y'all won't guess. My biological father. I'm over here looking at the I'm over here crying like I got my head down. I hear my phone go off. My mom look at the phone. She looks at the phone and she tells me, pick up the phone. I look down and it says Francis. Mind you, they haven't talked in I don't know how long. It's been a fat minute since they talked. And once I saw that, and once I picked up the phone, I picked it up, and I was already crying. I picked it up, and I said, I didn't say anything. I was just crying. He looked at me, and he said, son, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong, son? Once he said that, I looked up at my mom, and I just started shaking my head. Like I started shaking my head in disbelief. And I was just looking, bro, confused. Felt betrayed, like I said. Looked at her, and I said, why did you do this to me? I said 18 years of my life, and you want to hide him away from me when he didn't see me grow up. He didn't get to talk to me when I was a kid. He didn't get to see my achievements, my goals, what I did. He didn't get to see me graduate. He didn't get to see me do anything because she cut him off. And all these emotions is going through my head, all of them. It is going through my head. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there looking at my mom, shaking my head. And I get to bawling. Like when I tell y'all I get to bawling, bro, I'm telling you, like, I never cried like this before. Ever. I never cried like this at all. I let all my emotions out. He's still on the phone hearing all the commotion going on. I don't know how to explain it. I was crying so hard where like my chest felt heavy. My chest felt real heavy. And I get to breathing real hard. Like I get to breathing a lot, like hard. My mom's like, calm down, relax, rubbing my back, everything. And I can't stop crying at all. I can't stop. And to a certain point, it was so bad, I did not know. I couldn't breathe. Like, to the point where I couldn't breathe. Like, I was hyperventilating, everything. Like, I get to shaking. Like, my body was shaking. My teeth was shaking or shivering. I stand up. My dad came downstairs. My dad came downstairs and said, "What's wrong?" I stand up. And when I stand up, like, I don't know how, but like I couldn't open my eyes, bro. Like my eyes was glued shut, just crying, like crying. I get to a point, like when I stood up, all I could do is try to speak. And all I was saying is, "Mom, I can't breathe. I can't breathe, Mom. Mama, I can't breathe." Cause I really couldn't. I couldn't breathe. I was balled up like this. Eyes closed, crying whole time. It's like, "Mama, I can't breathe, Mama." And then my dad opened the door. He's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And he was like, he's having a panic attack or an anxiety attack. Cause I couldn't function at all. It was crazy. Like I'd never been through that before. I went upstairs. They both of them carried me upstairs. And mind you, my dad was pissed. He told my mama to go upstairs. He was like, "What are you doing? Go upstairs." Like he was mad. He was real mad because he had never seen me like that before. They walked me upstairs. And my dad, I'm over here hugging my dad outside. They took me outside to get a fresh breath of air. It was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I'm outside. I'm still shaking while I'm hugging him. And I couldn't stop. And then they just told me to breathe slow, like calm yourself. And then he could feel my teeth shivering because like when you hugging somebody on their shoulder, you can feel it. He was like, you gotta stop shaking. And then like 5 minutes later, I calmed down. I go in the house and my mom put a cold towel over my face. She put a cold towel over my face because I guess that helps with stuff like that. So then we dang. So then we I'm just sitting there on the couch. Just thinking. And my dad looked at me. He was like, "It's okay." Like he's just looking at me. And then I was like, I couldn't hold it. And he was like, it's fine. After that, I went back to my room. And I fell asleep. I was too tired. I was way too tired. Then like 2 days later, I text my mom. I see something online, or like I forgot where I seen it at. No, I searched up on YouTube. No, I searched up on Google calming places to go in Milwaukee. I'm scrolling through. I see this thing called Float Milwaukee. I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Cause mind you, I didn't want to have this like anger at like I didn't talk to my mom for like a week and a half. Never in my life have I did that before. Never have I had the strength to do that before. I do that. I search it up. So I was like, I don't want to be mad at my mom for like for a long time, you know? But like, of course I'm gonna feel some type of way. But like, I really enjoyed our relationship that me and my mom got. So I text her. I sent her Float Milwaukee. And I was like, we should go do this. And get this out of her mind. Float Milwaukee is basically like a I'm gonna put a picture in here because I took a picture of it. It's like a little pool. You get your own room, everything. You lay in it. It said in the thing that they put 900 milligrams, I think it was, of Epsom salt inside the water. Epsom salt like cools you off, like makes you relax, everything. So basically you lay down like this flat and you're just floating. It felt like a minute. Like I went in there, it felt like a minute. And you're just laying there. Bro. She did it, I did it. We was both in our separate rooms, same time. We was only in there for like an hour, I believe. I'm over here laying down. And like, what I felt, it wasn't real. Like, it felt weird, bro. Like, it was like spiritual. Like, I ain't never felt this way before. I'm laying down in there while I'm floating, eyes closed. And I'm thinking, I'm like, everything's just clearing up. Like, it was so weird. And at one point, when I'm closing my eyes, I saw, what was it? I saw like 2 yellow lines. I saw 2 yellow lines and then like 3 over here. And both of these lines were like, they came together like this in my vision, like when I was closing my eyes, like some illusion type thing. Like it was black, but like I saw 3 lines over here and like 2 lines over here. They went like this. Like they came closer and closer and closer. Then they just combined it together. I don't know what that mean, but like I ain't never felt that before. Like that was weird to me. And so when the float thing was over, I got out. I felt amazing. Like it was the weirdest experience ever to me because like I didn't know like water could do this. And it's not like I don't know how to explain it, bro, but like I got out the water, my mind was clear. I was like everything that went on in my life, everything that just happened, I was like, life is short. Like life is short. You can't be mad at her forever, right? You got to look at the positives in this. I know my biological father. I got a sister. That's 2 more supporters in my life that I could have. Like this is what's going on through my mind. It's 2 more supporters in my life that I could have. And I could also share my experiences with them and they could share their experiences with me. like, life is short. Like, I can't be mad at my mom for forever, because like I said, like, life is short, you know? So it's like, I got out, I put my stuff back on, put my clothes back on, took a shower, put my clothes back on, went back out there. I felt great. Like, I didn't feel heavy. Like, you know, like, I felt light. Like, I was happy. Like, it was a great day. I go outside, I see my mom. Mind you, before we came in here, we wasn't talking, we wasn't hee-hee-hieing, like, laughing and stuff. We was mad, we weren't, well, I was mad, sad, emotional. And she was emotional too. We get out. She's sitting down in the lobby. And I look at her. And she looks at me. And we just start like we were smiling at each other. Like, from the first time in like damn near 2 weeks. Like, and it was a genuine smile. Like, we both felt amazing. Like, it felt like we was back to having our old bond, like how we used to. So I go up to her. I said, how did it feel? She was like, it was really nice. It relaxed me a lot. I said, me too. Like, it felt amazing. In the back of my head, I was like, wow. I really don't feel no type of way, like, towards this anymore. Like, it was so weird. Like, it was really weird, bro. So, we leave. We get our stuff. We leave. I get in a car. I look at her. And I'm like, I gotta tell you something, Mom. She looks at me. And I said, I forgive you. She looks at me and you could tell she was relieved when I said that. Like, you can just tell when somebody is like relieved, right? And she was like, thank you so much. I didn't mean to hurt you. And I don't care if you talk to your biological dad, your sister. You can do everything. You can do all of that. Now that you know. She said that, it just made me feel good. Like, dang. Like, it was crazy. And then she hugged me. And you could tell she was trying to keep her tears in. Like, you could tell. Then after that, boom, we went to the zoo. Walked around the zoo, looked at the animals, talked. And everything just felt back to normal. That was crazy to me, how like everything felt back to normal after all that stuff we just went through. And I feel like this is just gonna make us stronger at the end, really. So it's like, you know, that, like, that's crazy to me. Like, how can water do that? Like, I feel like that's crazy that happened. And now me and her are back to like being close again. Like, we're close, we laugh, we talk, text, everything. We're back to normal after everything that just happened.
When you say he could drive the car.
Like, that is amazing. But yeah, that's damn near the video. Bro. Had to give y'all a little story time. Give y'all a little story time about what I went through. How I met my biological dad, or biological father. But comment down below if y'all want to see more story times about anything, just put it down below. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share. And I'm gonna hit y'all with the next one later. And let me know if y'all want to see me meet my sister for the first time on camera. I damn near do a vlog if y'all want to see that. But I'm out, man. It's your boy Rio, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.